for equipment wise today, we're going to need a pole or your equivalent of your pole. So if you grab that, and that is all you will need for today's session. And we will start with our warm up as usual. So make sure we've got plenty of space around us, so we're not going to hit anything or anyone. And we start nice and simple, moving that arm around in a circle and just getting the body moving. Nice and gentle to begin with, doing the best you can with the range of motion. Remembering to stay within a pain-free range, just doing what you can there. So even if it's a smaller circle, that's absolutely fine there. I'm a bit clunky this morning myself, but that's all right. This is the steering arm, that's probably why, all that driving I've been doing. Okay, let's change direction and go the opposite way.
Ben, so how is accessibility over there?
It seems very consistent, which is good. So you know what to expect. Let's change over to the other side. Yeah, it's very consistent. So pretty much every toilet you go to looks exactly the same. So I reckon they've got some sort of code here to say exactly how it's always the same size, always the same grab handles and all that kind of stuff. But in general, it's pretty good. Some of the activities could be doing a bit better for accessibility, considering New Zealand's very famous for skydiving and bungee jumping and all that kind of stuff, because that's where bungee jumping was invented here. So yeah, some of that stuff could be a bit better, but all in all, pretty good. It's pretty good here. Okay, let's change direction and go the opposite way. One thing I did find out though is there is more disabled people in the UK than there are people in New Zealand. So
Wow.
there's only 5 million people in the whole country, so there's not you know, probably disability isn't as high on their priority list when you don't have that many people here.
I like that standardized code though. That's an awesome idea.
Yeah, it seems that way, which is good. Okay, let's reach over towards the opposite shoulder now, if you can. If you can't get all the way over to the opposite shoulder, you can come to the near shoulder. And remember, you can come across the front if that's too much for you as well. So just do which one you can there of those three.
I wonder how they enforce the code, because that's the biggest problem here in the States is we have the American with Disabilities Act, but enforcing it's another thing.
Yeah, I think with it's probably quite similar to the UK being like the parliament system being the same, where we put the standards in place and every new building has to have, you know, like a standard blueprint as such. So with the UK, the difference is that you have old buildings that you can't really change because you can't really knock down a wall in a castle that's, you know, older than America is. But
that's how it is here in Colorado, where I go to get my neurofeedback. The bathroom doors are so heavy, the elevator's tiny. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's just working around those old systems sometimes that in New Zealand, it's, you know, it's fairly new in terms of a country. Let's take one arm and go up with it and then swinging it back down. If you can't get fully up, just go to where you can and then swinging it back down.
Gathering Strength is going to be doing a training sometime in this year about accessibility in healthcare and the requirements and how to file complaints if the ADA is not being followed, because in my experience, it is rarely properly followed. So stay tuned.
Is that going to be over Zoom, Elizabeth? I hope.
Yes, the plan is online.
Okay.
Yep.
Good. Okay, because I need to know how to do that. because people don't like us in Colorado. I live upstairs and I'd have them put up 2 handrails for me. They charged us over 3,000 to do that and all my grab bars. It was pretty bad.
Okay, let's come in for a hug, arms out to the side. Carry on.
You
Liz.
should contact the Colorado Cross Disability Coalition. That's who I'm actually working with. But the Fair Housing Act requires only reasonable modifications in housing, and the tenant is responsible for the cost, unfortunately.
Excellent. Let's do some shoulder rotations here. And then let's change direction on that one and go the opposite way. And give that a nice little shake out there. Good. Let's grab our poles and let's go into our bit what we usually do here, building up that heart rate more, making ourselves a bit warmer, breathing a little bit heavier. We're going to go 14 minutes here, changing every minute. And we'll be doing that at 50% effort, so not hard, not easy, somewhere in between the two. And I'll make sure everybody is ready to go. And we will go in 10 seconds time. We'll be starting with the paddling forwards. When you're ready, we are going to go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go, paddling those arms forwards. Fantastic work. So I've been linking up with fellow spinal cord injury, whatever you want, I don't know what you want to call it. Everybody calls it something different, but other people that have had spinal cord injury whilst I've been here. And the system they have here is quite unique, I would say, in terms of the government help. So essentially, there's a system called ACC.
Halfway there.
And if you have any accident of any sort, whether it gives you a permanent or temporary disability, whatever it might be, the government foot the bill, and essentially you're not allowed to sue the person. The government just pay for it. So what that does is that they provide, either temporary
10 seconds.
things you might need or more permanent things. We're going to be changing direction here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So change direction and go the opposite way. So they provide stuff like adaptations to cars, to your home. They provide the wheelchairs. They provide any sort of things that you need. You also get a discount on like public transport and all that kind of stuff as well. I thought it was quite interesting that, that no matter what it is, whether you've had, a slip and you've broken your leg for a bit and you need some adaptations to your car while it's healing, they'll pay for that. And so it's obviously it comes out of the taxpayers' money, so taxes are a bit higher here. But I think it works on the small scale with only 5 million people in the country. I don't know how it would work. For example, in America, we got over 300 million. Might be a bit more tricky to do. A lot more paperwork.
Yeah, so it sounds like they're more of a socialized healthcare system
10
versus
seconds.
our private.
Yeah, more socialized over here. That it's much more of that side of things. Okay, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do both hands around now. Good work. Fantastic work, everybody. So keeping that 5 out of 10 effort here. So not too hard, not too easy, somewhere in between the two. Getting good range of motion as well.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. I'm remembering with these exercises, as always, you can do it with the poles or whatever you've got without. If you need to do it single arm, you can do it single arm. So there's always options there. Okay, 15 seconds to go on this one. Then we'll be changing direction and going the opposite way.
10 seconds.
I saw a baby. 3, 2, 1, change direction. I realize that most of you can just see me, but I can see all of you on the screen. So somebody had a baby flash on the screen. Good work. Okay, we are coming up to halfway through this one.
Halfway there.
Good work. On the next one, we are going to be paddling down to the left side like a canoe. That's it, keeping that pace there. Fantastic work, everybody.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. So we're going to paddle down. Like we're in a canoe now. That's it, fantastic work. Good, we're coming up to halfway through this one. Keep that going.
Halfway there.
Keeping that pace, fantastic work.
Ten
10
seconds.
seconds to go. On the next one, we'll be changing to the other side. That's in 4, 3, 2, 1. So change to the other side. Fantastic.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. That's it. Good work, everybody. Keeping that pace again. 20 seconds to go on this one here. On the next one, we're going to do circles in a clockwise direction.
10
to
seconds.
go. And 3, 2, 1. So we're going to come around in a circle in front of us in a clockwise direction. Remember, we could do this without the pole or just single arm. That's it. Great work.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. Okay, got 15 seconds to go on this one. On the next one, we'll be going anti-clockwise, keeping that 5 out of 10
10
pace.
seconds.
You guys are doing great so far. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. Okay, 30 seconds to go
Halfway
on this
there.
one. Fantastic. Looking good.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. On the next one, we're going to do double arm forwards, double arm overhead, or at least the best we can. Going in 3, 2, 1. So push both forwards and then up. Forwards and then up. If you can't fully extend it here, just do the best you can. See if you hit small ones. Welcome in, Mike. Just join in where you're ready to. Fantastic. Yeah, if you can't fully extend
Halfway there.
overhead, just go to where you can. You can always do this single arm as well, with or without the pole. So that's up to you on what works best.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds to go. On the next one, we're going to do down, down, forwards, forwards, up, up. 3, 2, 1. To go down one, down with the other. Forwards, forwards, up, up. Then repeating through. I find it easier to say it in my head. Don't worry if you get confused. Just carry on with whatever you're doing. Get those arms moving, keeping at that pace. Good work. So we've got to work our brains at the same time as working our muscles on this one.
Halfway there.
Halfway there. Good work.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. On the next one, we are going to be doing the big X one. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to start from one side and diagonally up and across and down. Diagonally up and across and down. And keep repeating that through. Remember, you can do with the pole. You can still do it without. Almost like you're doing an infinity symbol with your arms.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. Good work, keeping that going. 20 seconds to go on this one.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds to go. On the next one, we're going to be doing the rainbow one. 3, 2, 1. So you're going to bring your hands up and over the top, or at least the best you can there. If you can't get all the way up here, you can bring it down lower, even if it's just over the top of your lap there. Just making that rainbow shape with your hands. Again, you can do this with, without, or just a single arm there.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. Okay, on the next one, which is in
10
10 seconds
seconds
time, we're going to go to punching forwards, alternating hands. In 4, 3, 2, 1. So go one hand forwards, other hand forwards, and just keep repeating through that. Okay, 30 seconds
Halfway
to go on
there.
this one. After this one, we've got one more to go. I will let you choose what exercise you want to do, whether it's one you like or one that challenges you. If you don't know what to do on the last one, I'm going to do the punching, but up above the head, so you can always follow along with me if you want to. But if you want to do something different, I'll let you
10 seconds.
Choose a different one for yourself. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So on to the last one here.
Last
I'm going to
round.
be punching up. If there's a different one you prefer, feel free to do that. Nice. Looks like there's a lot of variety there in the ones. So that's good.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. Okay, 15 seconds to go.
10 seconds.
Last 10 seconds here. Keep those arms moving. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting it there. Good stuff. Okay. We have a small little break whilst I'm setting up the timer. So if you need a drink or anything, be sure to grab that now. Right, we're just going to do a short little bit here of getting the heart rate up a bit more. Just before we move into the main part of the set. So this bit, we're going to keep a hold of our poles. We're just going to increase that heart rate just a little bit. It's only a short little thing here. We're going to do 6 rounds, 20 seconds of hard work, 10 seconds of rest. So just really quick little bit. And then we move into the main part of the set. So we'll get going here in 10 seconds time. We're going to start with the paddling forwards. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go as fast as you can here. Getting those arms moving. That's it. Great work. It's only 20 seconds, so really push yourself. So I want to see the blurry hands on screen. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. 10 seconds of rest. We go backwards next. In 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So going backwards now. Good work. 10 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Resting
Rest.
there. Next one, we're going to do both hands forwards in a circle. In 3, 2, 1. Off we
Let's
go.
go.
Again, really quick. Get those effort levels high. See if you can push yourself to go even faster. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Backwards on the next one. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we
Let's
go.
go.
Sit quick as you can. Keep pushing yourself. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. On the next one, we're going to do circles clockwise. 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we
Let's
go.
go.
That's it. Quick as you can. Don't slow down during these. Fantastic work. Halfway through, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting
Rest.
there. One more to go. Opposite direction. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
Last round.
Great stuff. Keep it going. 10 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good. We can pop those poles down now. We don't need any equipment for the next bit. You just need your lovely selves. And I will just get the timer set up for this. If you need a drink or anything, grab that now. Excellent. Okay, so for this next bit, we are going to be doing some, what I'm going to do actually is zoom out a little bit so you can see, you're going to have to see a bit more of me. Cool. So with this next bit, we're going to go through some of the things like our burpees and our sit skis and all that kind of stuff. So we're using a bit more of our body than just our arms. So I'm just going to re-demonstrate for those who need a refresher or those who haven't seen it before, but essentially our burpees progression. So essentially here, you choose the level that you can do, or the hardest one you can do, but you can also just move through the levels as we go through the workout. It'll make more sense once I explain what we're doing. So the easiest level is to come down, and then we're just going to push off our lap and then reach above our head. So that's if you have, got lack of core, you struggle with the lifting yourself back up in your chair and etc. So that's the first level. Second level from there is to do the same, but once you get to the bottom, you're going to reach to the floor and then reach up. So that way we're still using that hands to assist us back up, which is great if you need that. Now for the next one is where it gets a little bit trickier, where we come down and instead of pushing off of our lap, we use our lower back muscles, pull ourselves up and then reach above our head. So using the lower back rather than the assist of the hands to get up. Then from there, if you want to make it a little bit trickier, we can come down. When we get to here, we do a little lift out of the chair and then raise up with the hands. And if you want to, and if you can also do it. I can't demonstrate this one, but I'll explain what it's going to be. So you come from here down to the floor. And if you have the ability to do so, you can stand up from here and raise your hands up above the head. But obviously, I can't demonstrate standing up, but you can imagine standing up at the top instead, for those who have the ability to do so. If you have somewhat of an ability to do any of those, you can always just do like a little bit. So even if it's just a little stand or a little raise or whatever, just work with what you've got, have a play around. We've got plenty of time here to do that, so don't worry about that. We're going through 10 rounds. We're going to do a minute of the exercise. We're going to have 30 seconds of rest. So there's plenty of time to have a play around here. The first one, we're going to do burpees. I'll explain what we're going to do in the 30 second rest on the next one. Okay. Alrighty, let's get started here in 10 seconds time. And I'll be watching as well, so I can give you some guidance as we go through this. Going in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Don't worry if you start off on a harder one and it gets too hard and you want to drop down, or you start on an easier one and you want to have a go at doing a harder level, no problem there at all. Even if you do one with a tricep lift and one without a tricep lift as well, there's options. Really good work. Halfway through.
Halfway there.
Great work, everybody. Keep that going.
Ten seconds
to go. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good stuff. Okay, so for the next one, we did this last week, but I'll give you another demonstration. We're going to be doing the side bends where we reach down to one side and pull ourselves up using that core, and then down to the other side and pulling yourself back up. So using those obliques on the side here to really assist there. But if you do need a little assist, you can always help to pull yourself up, but try and use this as much as you can. We're going to go in 4, 3, 2, 1. So bending down to one side, pulling yourself back up, and then switching over. Good work. Again, remember you can use a little bit of assistance if you need to, even if it's to start with, and then the rest of you does the rest of it. Whatever you can manage there. And really try, if you can, to feel it coming through the side there, using that spine to straighten yourself back up again.
Halfway
through.
there.
Doing great work, everybody. Keep moving.
Ten
And we've got
seconds.
10 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good. Okay, on the next one, we're going to come through into our sit skis. I'll just change my position slightly. So just swing the arms up and through. I'll be doing cross-country skiing, if you've ever seen that. So it's just swing the arms the best you can. If you can't reach up above the head, just go to where you can, even if it's just small swings. That's fine here. 3, 2, 1. Off we
Let's
go.
go.
For 1 minute here. That's it. Fantastic work. Keep those arms going. Good range of motion. Halfway
Halfway
through.
there. Ten seconds.
10 seconds to go. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting it there. Great stuff. Okay, on the next one we're going to do, we've done this before, we're doing the pretend pushes for the wheelchair. So if you have a manual wheelchair, you can trace the outline of your wheels. If you don't have a manual wheelchair, you just pretend you're in one and you can just move the arms around. But do 30 seconds in one direction, and then at 30 seconds we change and go the opposite way. Just to balance it out there. 3, 2, 1, off we go.
Let's
So get
go.
those arms moving around. That's it. Good work. Okay, we will be changing direction in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So change and go the opposite
Halfway
way
there.
now.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Resting it there. Good stuff. Okay, on this next one, we're going to do one that's slightly different than what we've done before. So we're going to lean forwards a little bit, and we're going to raise the hands up behind you, almost like you're a bird flapping your wings. Okay, we're going in 10 seconds time. I would give an adaptation. If you struggle to stay forward, you can always do one hand and then do a couple on one and then switch over to the other side. Leave that to you. 3, 2, 1, off we go.
Let's go.
So raising those hands up behind you. And again, if you need to, you can support yourself with one hand, maybe do 3 or 4 on one side and then swap over to the other side. Good work.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. Fantastic work, everybody.
10 seconds.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting
Rest.
there. Good. Don't use those muscles as much, so you probably might feel a little bit of a burn on that one. That's good. Okay, so that's 5 done. We're going to go back to the beginning again. And we're going to start with those burpees to go through another 5. So the same exercise we've just done. So back to the burpees again. And again, feel free to change the level, whether you started on a lower one, you want to do harder, or whether you, whatever, I'll leave it up to you to decide. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
Let's go. Halfway there.
Way through.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Resting
Rest.
there. Good work. Here we go with the sit skis next. So swing the arms up and through best we can. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
Let's go. Halfway there.
Halfway through.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds to go. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. We're going to do the side bends one next. So we bend down to one side and then down to the other. I had a bit of a mind blank and I was like, during that whole minute, I was like, what was the other one? I just remembered. Okay. 10 seconds to go. And 4, 3, 2, 1. So we bend down to one
Let's go.
side and down to the other. Nice controlled, using those core muscles to pull yourself up and over. Remember, if you need some assistance, you can use that other
Halfway
hand
there.
just to assist you a little bit, even if it's just a fingertip, just to help pull you up. "15 seconds to go on this one.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Resting there. Good. The next one, we're going to do the pretend pushing. So forwards to 30 seconds, backwards for the second 30 seconds. That'll be the next one we're doing here. Really great work though, everybody. We've just got 2 more to go. So this one and then the arm raises we were doing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So starting with that forward
Let's go.
pushing. All right, change
All the way there.
direction. So go the opposite way now.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Resting
Rest.
there. So 30 seconds of rest, and then that last one again. I'll explain it a little bit again, just because it's a newer exercise. So bending forwards, arms down to the floor to begin with, then raise them up to the side, using those upper back muscles to pull them up to the side, as you say. So that lean forwards is important there. Remember, if you can't sustain yourself leaning forwards, we can have one hand resting and do a couple on one side, couple on the other. 3, 2, 1.
Last
Off we
round.
go.
Halfway there.
Great work, everybody. Keep that going.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds. All the way into the end here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting
Well done.
there. Great work, everybody. Grab yourself a drink if you need to. If you don't have a drink or you don't want to have one right now, you can go straight into our breathing exercises. So nice and gentle, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Remembering to extend that out breath so it's longer than the in breath. Good. Remember, with this, we're just relaxing that nervous system down, taking it out of that fight or flight mode that we get into when we're exercising, bringing it down into the relaxation mode to send all the nutrients around the body, tell the adrenaline to switch off and help us to recover quicker there. Okay, we're just going to start with some neck mobility. So nice and gentle, looking up. Then looking down and just nice and gentle gliding between the two. So no rush here whatsoever. Just nice, gentle movements. Stay within a pain-free range. We're just mobilizing that neck through its natural range of motion. Okay, let's look left and right now. So looking from one side, around to the other, nice and gentle. And ear to one shoulder. Ear to the other shoulder. Back and forth between the two. Into the rest of the spine here. So we start with a flexion extension. You start, if you can use the frame to help pull you through into extension, arching that back like a high jumper. And then we can curl over like a prawn. You go back and forth between the two. If you struggle to pull yourself using the frame, you can use the back of the chair as well, just to assist you. Even if it's a smaller range of motion, something is better than nothing here, as long as it's pain-free to mobilize that spine there. And you might find after today's session, this area might be a bit more achy. We've been using it quite a lot with the burpees and the side bends. And we've been mobilizing it as well. So if you're feeling like you got some achiness, also a little bit of uncomfortableness through that spine, or if you've got any paralysis in the area, but you can feel a bit, it might feel like it's just in your torso in general. That's probably what it is, what we've been doing today. And that's fine. Rotating around to one side, we can use the hands to assist here, then round to the other side, and gently back and forth between the two. And into the lateral flexion. Very similar to those side bends we do, but we can use some assistance here to hold on. We're just trying to get that bend in. And like some of you are already doing, we can reach that arm up and over. Let's get a bit of a stretch in there as well, if you're able to. There you go, I'm round in a whirlpool. Change in direction. So then we're going to do one little exercise here just to finish off. So we're basically going to keep both hands out to the side. One hand's going to be up, the other one's going to be facing down, and we're going to rotate them. So rotate them right the way around, and then rotate them back and forth. And there's a bit of a stretch in the shoulder. You'll feel it through the elbow, down through the forearm. There's just stretches all the way along that. There. And yeah, just rotate back and forth. Getting that stretch in. Good, and give it that nice little shake off there as we finish today's session. Good job, everybody. Well done.